Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Janet Yong. In my channel, I share about Feng Shui, Bazi, entrepreneurship as well as personal growth, especially in the areas of communication success and motivation. Welcome to my channel if you are a new subscriber, and thank you for subscribing if you are a returning subscriber, and welcome to this particular episode. In this episode, I'll be sharing with you what's in store for those born with the dragon and the snake in the year 2025. The dragon and the snake are ranked 8 and 7 in the animal race, and why is this the case? Now for the dragon itself, they have the sky happiness star, and with the career success in their palace, they will do pretty well, especially for those born with the dragon in the month or the hour pillar. And for those born with the snake in their Bazi chart, be it in the year, the month, the day or the hour, a lot of people may say that being in the same year as the snake is not really that good luck, but I'll explain the reason why it's really not too big of an issue, especially if you want to focus on career and you have the snake in your month pillar. If you are new to Bazi, please stay on to the next segment where I'll be explaining more about what it means by having the different animal horoscopes within the year, month, day and hour. But if you are already very familiar with Bazi, please do go to the timestamp we have indicated in the video description to watch your forecast itself. I'll see you in the next segment. Hi, welcome to this segment. Let me share with you in this particular segment what it means by having the dragon in the various different parts of your chart. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you were to look at it, the year that you are born usually only represents 12.5% of your entire chart. As you can see in this particular slide here, in the year pillar itself, there is the heavenly stem and the earthly branch, which also is the same for the month, the day and the hour. So that's why we have a total of 4 pillars, or what we call 8 Chinese characters or Bazi. So definitely one Chinese animal branch is just representative of only 12.5%. Now, if you are already very familiar with Bazi and what I'm about to introduce in terms of what it represents to have the dragon in the year branch, the month or the day or the hour branch, you can go straight to the segment on the dragon forecast. I've already indicated the timestamp in the video description. For those who are brand new to Bazi, please do stay on so that I can explain a little bit in the next slide. If you have not gotten your Bazi chart, do scan this QR code or go to bazicalculator.janetyong.com to get your Bazi chart. Now, if you have the dragon in the year, generally when I do the forecast, it would represent what's happening to your bigger industry environment, your bigger company environment, or your relationship with your boss's boss or your grandparents. If the dragon is within the month branch, then it represents your immediate superior, your immediate career mindset, if there's a change of job or how your career would be, as well as your relationship with your parents. If your dragon is within the day branch, then it governs basically the relationship with your spouse, what's happening to your partner, spouse or peers. If the dragon is within the hour, then it really governs more about the relationship with your subordinates, the people that are younger than you, or in the hour itself, it can also represent your actions and therefore likelihood, the outcome. Now, if we look at the dragon has got a sky happiness star and 2 inauspicious star, and therefore it is ranked number 8 in the new year. So let's take a closer look at what are these stars. The sky happiness stars generally mean something of a happy occasion. If you are a single dragon and you like to basically get to know more people, then make sure you do networking so that you can basically have more opportunities to meet the person that you're looking for. And if you are already in a relationship, this is a good year to take one step further in your relationship. However, there are 2 stars that are a little bit inauspicious, which we call the sickness or the year Sha. Well, sickness as per the word means you have to take care of your health. Year Sha generally means you should not basically do some of the knocking, drilling and cutting in the 3 sectors of the east, the southeast as well as the northeast. so that you will not meet with misfortunes, obstacles, or challenges. Now, let's take a look at what it means by having the dragon within the year. Now, if you have the dragon within the year with the sky happiness star, you may mean your circle of friends or your bigger industry environment or company environment. There are people who are celebrating happy occasions. It could be marriage, it could be birthdays, and with the sickness star, this applies the same. It could be your circle of friends or your company generally not doing so well in the new year. If you have the dragon in the month branch, then it would mean that maybe your boss has a happy occasion, your parents are celebrating a happy occasion, or you yourself from a career mindset is pretty happy, because sky happiness generally represents a feeling of blessing and bliss. However, if you look at the inauspicious stars, it does have the year star as well as the sickness star, so do take care of the health of your parents as well. If you have the dragon within the day, then congratulations. This is a year definitely, if you are single, to look out for that special someone. Spend time in a auspicious sector, for instance the northwest where the romance star is. But at the end of the day, you need to take the first step in order for you to seek that new person that you're looking at. And if you are already in a relationship, you definitely will have thoughts of taking a step further. And if you are already married, then with this sky happiness star, for sure relationship with your spouse would be a lot better. Now, if you were to look at the sickness star, then because it's within the day branch, then of course you have to take care of your own health as well as that of your spouse, or maybe your siblings' health is not that great. If you have the dragon in the hour branch, then your actions will definitely be bringing about the happiness that you're seeking or the blessings that you're seeking. Or it could be people younger than you or your children having that happy occasion to celebrate. And of course, with the action star, what actions you take will determine whether you have great health. So it's definitely a good year for you to start on the healthy eating and exercise regime. Let's take a closer look at where the palace of the dragon is. The dragon is within the southeast palace, and congratulations, this year you do have the #1 career success star. And especially if you will spend time in the southeast sector of your home, except if it is the kitchen, the toilet, or the service balcony, if you spend time doing career related stuff, or if you are studying study related stuff, or if you are looking for the job, researching and preparing for the interviews in the southeast sector of your home, you will definitely see success and victory in this particular new year. Let's move on now to those born with the snake within their charts. The snake within their charts this year, because this is the year of the Yinwood snake, this is a powerful and transformative year if you decide to take the correct steps. So the snake is ranked 7. If we were to look at the stars that are within the snake's chart, you have the sky relief and 8 seeds. Let's talk about the 8 seeds first. 8 seeds generally represent career recognition, especially when you have the Grand Duke star. Now, although I put it as an inauspicious star based on traditional texts, Grand Duke being in your chart represents Grand Duke supporting and behind you. So generally it represents great power, and if you are willing to step up and do well in your career and get recognized, then you will actually have an excellent year. And even if you meet with some obstacles or challenges with the sky relief star, a lot of times there will be helpful people and the obstacles may resolve in the end itself. However, do take note that you do have the misjudgment, sword, blade, or injury star. This could generally mean you being a little too aggressive when handling people or when basically interacting with others. So this is something that you need to be a little bit aware of, so that your relationship with others are great. And then when you take time to reflect, it will definitely be a transformative year for you. However, do note that you do have a disaster star. As I mentioned in my previous video on the 2025 forecast series and Bazi chart, do take note of where the disaster prone areas are. If you have not watched that video, please remember to click on this link and watch that video to find out a little bit more. Now let's move on to take a look at where the snake is. If it is within your year branch, then definitely the company that you're working with, your bigger industry or bigger environment is actually full of power, full of promise. So if you're willing to step up, partake in activities that help propel your career further, you will definitely do well. If the snake is within the month, definitely this year there will be an increase in responsibility for you, especially with the Grandute star. And if you were to take that step forward with the assistance of the 8 seeds, you will definitely do well. Even if you meet with the obstacles, there's the sky relief that will help you. So that would be great news for you. If you have the snake within your day, then it has to do with probably your spouse, your peers that are doing well. And I have had questions where you say the snake is in my day, so it's nothing to do with me. Well, if your spouse or your peer is doing well, be happy for them and make sure that relationship with them is great as well, because by helping and having good interactions with them, it will help you ultimately. So do not just look at whether it benefits yourself. Look at being happy for the people who are in your immediate surrounding, and if there are opportunities, be on the lookout so that you can do well as well. If you have the snake within your hour branch, then it has to do with people younger than you, your subordinates or your children getting that recognition. And the hour also represents actually your action. So your action will definitely determine whether you will have a successful year, be it career-wise, business-wise, or your interaction with other people. Now, it is also up to you to decide whether you will take the right actions, prevent knocking drilling, especially in the Tai Shui area, which is your palace in the Southeast Tree sector. I will cover a little bit more about this in a later episode. Let's take a look at where the snake is within the palaces. The snake is in the Southeast Palace, and congratulations, you again have the #1 victory and success star this year. So together with the 8 seeds and Tai Shui, if you are willing to strive hard for your career, you will definitely do well this year. I hope you have enjoyed this particular episode, and if you would like to watch the other episodes, please go to my 2025 forecast series. I'm leaving the playlist link here so that you can watch more of the videos. Else, I'll see you next week, where I'll share more about what's in store for those born with the horse and the goat within their charts. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.